Welcome in, everybody. Another episode of Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex, brought to you by Pick City and the Wise Guys Diamond Club. So definitely make sure to be checking out both of them for all your extra needs, other than the top YouTube show out there for your daily plays. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Had a good Monday night from the show. About to make Tuesday even that much better through this college basketball and NBA slate that we got you tonight. So a little bit of a quick hitter of a show since we only got hoops action on today. But you already know what the deal is. Get over to the comments on the Daily Bread Media YouTube page. That's where you can feature it in the comments like all of these people we're about to feature. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. It really helps us out there. But Sosa, how are you doing today?
Oh man, you already know. Just sharing out the link, getting some more people involved in this wonderful stream. Uh Nice little Monday. The NFL game was unpredictable, like all the other fucking NFL games. A lot of weird shit, man. I what's Russ Wilson is gone. That's my number one takeaway from last night. He's out of town, bro. Straight up, he's out of town. Um, I just can't. Like I said, I just can't see it, bro. I just can't see him wanting to stay in. I just can't see him wanting to stay in uh in Seattle much longer. It's just looking.
Man, what a
The game's just.
what a
Sorry,
fall
I'm like
down.
looking at this and talking at the same time. Um, but it's just crazy, bro. It's really nuts. Like they're bad. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing it because I fucking hate that team. You know what I mean? Um, but end of the
You
day,
know,
you don't. I don't like seeing Russ like that. He just looks sick, man. He just looks like he's just holding on for dear life. To be totally honest with you, um, that's pretty much what it looks like. I'm not even gonna lie. He looks like he's having the worst time of his life. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like I can't even find the words to explain it to people. Like, what the fuck was I watching last night?
it
Like,
looked like two NFC East teams playing each other.
oh man, did you put up the YouTube link?
Yes, it's out.
Okay. I just wanted to before we really get into
And your boy going down to Baton Rouge.
oh man, I'm a LSU fan now. You didn't know?
Oh, you're joining me and Sam?
Oh, I'm gone, bro. I'm fucking gone. I swear to God, I am a LSU Tiger. GEAUX Tigers. Yeah, I'm with them now.
Oh,
For
you
real.
just made Sam Murphy the happiest dude in the world with by saying that.
Hey man, like I said, I'm done. I'm done with the academics. I want to go kick back, have a beer, tailgate, and hang out with people who talk funny. I'm cool with that. It's all good for me. I don't have to be proper. I don't have to get all A's. Oh man, what more can I ask for? What more can you ask for? You know what I'm saying? We don't even have we can just go tailgate and get fucked up. I'm just saying. None of that good academic bullshit not necessary anymore. We can just go party.
Come Saturday, paid for play. He's going to be purple.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking lit. I can't wait. I might pop up and give some pics just to do it. Just to do it. Just to fucking do it. I swear to God. Why not?
Yes,
That's
sir. So we got our casuals, we got our usuals in here. So we got the party going. Like we said, NBA into college hoops tonight. Probably going to spend a little bit longer on NBA tonight. But so what is the first game that we're starting with? We already got people asking Kate assist. It's the first comment
uh,
every
duh,
time when the Piston
uh,
plays.
Listen, it's still an auto bet. Remember we were talking about this? Oh, people are scared because no, listen. He missed it last game. He'll get it for us tonight. Portland off a back to back. No Dame Lillard. He about to give them guards hell tonight. You heard? You better believe that. Cade Cunningham over 5.5 assists plus 114. Don't be scared. Them guards can't guard him. The only issue he has is that he has dickhead teammates that just fuck around and don't shoot the ball when they're wide open. Other than that, it's an auto bet. It's still an auto bet. That don't change. No, nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. That's the same game that we playing. We still doing the same thing. We rocking with Cade with them assists because that's the game. That's what he does. Period.
All right.
He's going to handle the ball, and he's going to, get plays. You're going to get his players and teammates involved. That's the game. Yeah, well, you know what, Eddie? Here's the thing. It was just a matchup. One. Secondly, Cade was in foul trouble in the game. If you're following the game, he was in foul trouble. Would you want him handling the ball as much if he's in foul trouble? That's a little issue that I'm seeing with Cade, is that Cade is having a little bit of trouble staying in front of guys, which is totally expected. He's about 6'8", he's a little lanky, smaller guards playing the point guard position is going to give him issues. That's part of the game. Defensively, he's got a lot of work to do. Just like LaMelo Ball still has a lot of work to do. These guys aren't physically built yet for the NBA. Now you're going to see flashes of brilliance, and you're going to see him play at a high clip. But like I said, that was just that one game. You know what I'm saying? When you or those the two couple games he's played on the West Coast. I mean, also he cashed this out against the Clippers and in the last 20 seconds in the game, and then they cashed this out. He didn't cash this out against the Lakers, but again, man, he's having all the opportunities, man. And his teammates got to just let it fly when it's time. They got to let that bitch fly. And hopefully they do it tonight. Like I said, what is it? Portland off a back-to-back. You got to rock with those over 5.5 assists from Cade. Plus 114 right now on my book. And I'm going to also, now that I'm fully aware that my man is out, I'm going to take a ticket on another player in this game, right? And I'm going to take a ticket on Yusuf Nurkic.
Ooh.
All of his rebounds. Yusuf Nurkic over 10.5. Play it to 12. Just like last night, we played, what was my man? Jarrett Allen to 12. He cashed out for us. He had 15. Cashed another 4-leg parlay in the Diamond Club, all double-doubles. Easy cash. Super easy cash. That's the play right there. It is Yusuf Nurkic, 12-plus boards, and that's at plus 106 against a very thin and frail Detroit front line. Mm-hmm. Their biggest player is Isaiah Stewart. And listen, I expect Cade to have a big game tonight. I really do. To the point where I'm willing to probably sprinkle him to get his rebounds and assists combined.
I was about to say, you're going in your first, you were like, yeah, I like Nurkic here. You know what? Let me get back to Cade somehow.
Yeah. No, but I'm like, it's just the matchup ensues. Listen, this Portland team is weak defensively. They're small at the guard position, and they give up points. Off of back-to-back, I fully expect them to look like complete dog shit tonight. That's my firm expectation. Like, this team's bad already. You're going to give me a back-to-back against a younger team that wants to run. Even if they miss a lot of shots, the opportunities are going to be so plentiful that, I have no fear that they'll put up a high volume of shots. Let's get away from this game though. Dan, that's a lot for one game, man. I
was about to say, you got your feeling it. When you get your feeling it, man, can't stop. You got to let you keep rolling.
Hope this Sosa guy knows what he's doing, man. James Harden to record a double-double no longer holds value. Neither does Julius Randle. So what we're going to do is we're going to just parlay them both together. Cool. Same game action. All right. I can't. What is the odds though? I can't get. They're not giving me the odds, bro.
Are they limiting you because you're that?
Yeah, because it's the same game. They won't let you do the double-double on both, but I like both to get a double-double. If your book allows you to get a double-double for both, I would happily take James Harden and Julius Randle to record a double-double. One's at minus 240. Easy parlay piece with Harden. I mean, he's going to get double-digits assists regardless of who he plays. He handles the ball the whole time. They run the Phoenix offense, the Steve Nash Phoenix offense. This is what you get. This is what you get on a nightly basis. It's James Harden, and then KD ISO and getting his buckets. That's what you get every single night from this team. Joe Harris is out. James Harden understands the task. He got to get up in here and get busy. He understands the task at hand. I believe he handles his business. Double-double easy. I would even sprinkle triple-double, especially against this New York team. This New York team shoots a lot of threes. That's a whole lot of bricks, whole lot of opportunities for rebounds. We already know he's going to get you 10 assists. I'd also sprinkle on him getting a triple-double. This is just like
And do you think the Nets the Nets walk them too? Because I was about to say 8-point spread seems to be.
I would not personally. Just because I think that this Knicks team brings a level of competition for them. Also, the Knicks have played the Nets very well over the last couple of seasons, especially last year. I fully expect for this Knicks team to bring it tonight. Neither team on a back-to-back, and I believe the game's at Brooklyn. No Joe Harris is huge for this team. I do believe that the Knicks keep it somewhat close. 8 is a very, very husky line for this particular matchup, and I'm 100% on board with rolling with it being close. I do like the Knicks plus the 8. I do. I'm not betting it, but if you are going to bet it, I couldn't talk you off it. I do believe that this Knicks team competes tonight against Brooklyn in Brooklyn. James Harden to get a triple doubles at plus 310. I'm going to be sprinkling that for certain. And I just have 2 more plays. The Memphis Grizzlies are unbettable. They're absolutely unbettable. If you're gonna,
we got a nice little look for that game though.
Absolutely unbettable. You know how I feel. You know how I feel about betting on the Memphis Grizzlies. I was barely betting on the Memphis Grizzlies when they had Ja Morant in the lineup. With Ja Morant out of the lineup, there's not a snowflake's chance in a house fire in Chicago that I'm fucking touching this game. And if I'm betting it, I'm betting on Toronto. Toronto just dog walked them at the crib, and now they don't have their best player. Scotty Barnes, rebounds and assists, has hit every single game except for one this season or this month. So last day of the month, he probably cooks. He probably knocks it out of the park. I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised. Like I said, Scotty Barnes rebounds and assist has been one of the most consistent props being hit all year. It's all about trends in regards to that. And if you played it every day this month, I believe if you put 1 unit on it every day this month in the games, I think you're up like 15 and a half units. That's insane off of one prop, right? Considering at the beginning of the month, it started at plus money. So everything's there for certain. Trying to think what else. I'm not like I said, I'm not betting it, but again, I'm reading the comments, and I do. Patty Mills over 12.5. I think we're going to start hammering Patty Mills points. As long as it's under 15. Patty understands the task at hand with Joe Harris out the game or out of games. He understands that. Listen, I got to do more. Yeah, that would just be my personal belief in this one. Barnes 9 rebounds or 5 assists. Again, man, I have no play. I'm just giving you the trends that have worked. If you want to bet it, that's your choice. I don't have a play, brother. I don't have a play. I can't lie.
Sometimes the best bet is no bet. We're just giving you the looks and the information that's out there. If you want to rock with the trend on the last day of the month, you go for it. If not, you don't.
And
what's your next one?
I'm right back on the Russell Westbrook triple-double train. It's at plus 460. Playing the Kings, he had a triple-double on Friday night against them in triple overtime when they lost. This is a revenge spot on the road for the Lakers. I like Russ to bring it tonight. Triple-double Russ plus 460. Very much worth it. Very much worth it. I'm personally going to put a half unit, sprinkle whatever your term is that you want to use for gambling it. I'm putting a full half unit on it because Russ is going to go. The motor never stops. Win or lose, and whether his teammates get along with him, he's going to go and he's going to try. He's going to try his best. At plus 460, the value is 100% there for somebody who puts up a fucking triple double every time he sees the Kings. So I think it's undervalued. It's worth the play. Other than that, not too many spots in the NBA I love. I do love DeAndre Ayton to get a double-double, but there is no value in that. I think it's like minus 200, minus 165. Nice little parlay piece. I think he gets 10 boards very easy against Golden State's front line. This although is another game that I would just like to enjoy to watch. We all are aware that Steph Curry absolutely owns CP3 throughout their careers. He's owned CP3 from front to back, top to bottom. He's been his father. So if you're betting on the Suns, best of luck. two teams that have been on nuclear runs to start the season. The only loss that I think that the Warriors had in the last 10 was actually a very weird game. It was against Charlotte, in which they lost the third quarter and they lost the entire second half. And what else made that crazy? What else made it crazy is that for some odd reason, Steve Kerr sat Steph Curry for more than half of the fourth quarter. It's definitely the most anticipated matchup of the season thus far, for sure. For sure. Like, it's no question, right? It's two. They're 1-2. One team's 9-1 in their last 10. The other one's 10-0 and on a 15-game win streak. You're not going to get a much better matchup based on record and performance thus far at all. Because none of the teams.
Are the Warriors really going to be sitting people, or is it just Wiggins is the only one who looks to be sitting?
I believe Wiggins is the only one. But again, this is what happens though with these good teams. They always throw a wrench at the end, right? Curry's not playing, Draymond's not playing. Chris Paul's taking the night. You never fucking know. So, but that's all I have for tonight. Enjoy the game. Enjoy watching Steph Curry. Enjoy watching Devin Booker. Devin Booker's been really good. I don't know about all this all NBA talk, but when your team wins, people put your name in anything. They call you the MVP, the whatever the fuck. So that's where we're at. John says Phoenix first half for me, and then let's see. Hey, man, best of luck. Suns clap. Listen, it's all possible. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to bet against Steph Curry playing against CP3 because, like I said, he obviously owns him. Scotty Barnes 2+ or 3+ threes. Not a bad look. He's been putting more up, and he's been more consistent shooting the three recently. That would not be a bad bet. I am not betting it, but it's not a bad bet. I could not talk you off it. Shout out to Go Lil Daddy, my dog, DJ Ant Banks. You got to change your name on the Periscope. Our boy Chad asking if the Lakers over 226. I mean, it's possible, but the last time they played, it went to triple overtime. It took 1.5 overtimes to get the over. So I would be a little just a little, standoffish in regards to taking that bet just off rip. But yeah, that's all I got for the NBA. We're going to get into the most important part of the show where the best handicapper in the world. Oh man.
Oh shit, she's already running up real quick.
You got a dog for us today?
Yeah, I actually do.
She knew. You knew. Rex said he got a dog of the day, and my dog knew. Yeah. Get your FaceTime in. Go ahead.
I was about to say, Ruby, she's already got a nice bone from that Broncos coming. I saw her head just jolt real quick.
Oh man, but you already know.
Let's get the gross play out of the way in the first one because last season, Sosa, we would have never taken it. This season, we're taking it.
Oh man, I think I know where you're going with this one.
You know exactly where we're going at this one. It's just because the home team is that bad.
Are we going? Oh, now I'm gonna let you say it before I.
We're backing Minnesota not at the barn tonight. -2.5. They're playing at Pitt.
Let's go.
At Pitt. Minnesota's 5-0 this season. They're changing the wrongs of what they did last year. They had some guys there. Most of them left. So with the new regime in, new guys, Pitt is just that bad, man. 2-4 or 2-5 on the season. It's about to get real worse when you're taking points at home. So we're laying Minnesota -2.5, -110 to start it off at your 7 p.m. tip.
Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. I love it, man.
Your dog of the day. I'm taking the +3. You can take the +138 money line. Doesn't really matter which way you go about it. Both will end up probably coming through. The Billikens on the road at Boise State. Yes, you could have gotten the number at 4 or 4.5 a little bit earlier today. It is 5:26 right now, so we're playing the current line that all of you guys can play. St. Louis +3, traveling to Boise. Sure, it's not the best trip out there. Mountain West versus A10. You know my eyes are definitely going to be on it here.
They're the better team, though.
What's up?
They are the better team, though.
Yep, so I'm just going to take them to roll it here, get another big non-con win, whereas the trend that Boise State's on right now might not look like that big of a non-con win, because I hate to be fading a team or going against a team. I'm just pulling up the exact score that they put up because of how terrible it was in their last name. Cal State Bakersfield beat Boise at home 46-39. So that's kind of one that you could just be like, all right, Boise can't play much worse, but I think it's going to continue. They're going to trend in the wrong direction here, and St. Louis will roll them.
Let's get it. You heard it here first. They will roll them.
We got 2 games that we got to talk about. Then we'll get into the final play. Maybe the final play is in one of them, but Sosa, Duke versus Ohio State. We know that's why the people are here for today, and they're going to be upset when I tell them I do not want to be laying the 3 or taking the +3 with Duke or Ohio State.
So
what do you have to say?
So what are we going with? The over?
No, we're just enjoying this one and betting.
Oh, he just watching it.
That's what I'm saying. This is the one game where I told the club that I didn't like the back side in this one.
I have
laying 3 after beating Gonzaga. I get that Ohio State is home, but they're 2 games against competition. What have they done so far this season?
Yeah,
Florida came in and won it late against them. It could be the same exact way that Florida against Ohio State came in, where Ohio State looked good, and I just don't think you just can't convince me as of right now. And I'm not the biggest Duke fan. If you're going to go compete with Gonzaga, sure, it's the letdown game potentially after that, but only laying -3. Whew, that one could get ugly. I don't think it does, but I think it could get real ugly.
I honestly believe that I do believe personally that I think I do like Ohio State tonight. I think that, and just hear me out real quick. Because listen, obviously Duke's got the best player. Duke's got the better coach. Ohio State plays really, really good in their building, and it's a real home game. Like they're really home. This, like a lot of these games we've seen already, have been at neutral sites. A lot of these guys, like they're not used to that shit, all that other crap, right? But personally, I think that Ohio State fights and wins the game tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
that's the angle you have to have with college basketball. You have to forget and have that goldfish memory how good that Duke looked against Gonzaga the other
night. And they
night.
didn't even look that great. I'm about to listen. Listen. Here's what I'm about to tell you. The last 8 minutes of that game against Gonzaga was playing 5-on-8. The referees were fucking horrendous. They were bad. The referees kept Duke in that game until Paolo Banchero could come back in the game. Watch it again. Watch the game.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just a normal Duke game though. Like
the refs kept them. The refs kept them afloat in that game, bro. And then their best player came back, gave them an emotional lift, and they won the game. I like Ohio State tonight. I like them to win outright. Listen, experienced team. They know that it's going to be a war in that Big Ten. It's going to be an absolute war. It's going to be 2 to 3 teams at the top, and then it's going to be 5 to 6 teams. 5 to 6 teams in the middle of the fray in the Big Ten that are competing. All right. I believe Ohio State wins tonight outright. I'm putting my money on them personally. Now this ain't for the faint of heart. They could easily get that ass cracked. All right, so I'm not some delusional person here, but if you're going to give me an experienced Ohio State team, give me some points at the crib, a true home game, all your fans bringing the energy. I'm a rock with Ohio State to pull it out. So
yeah, no, that's where I'm saying it's a tough angle to make for it, but I think it's definitely one that can come through here. Maybe high scoring game. I mean, Rory's defense is saying that Duke defense is
Rory's
a little bit differently this season as well. It's just that laying the points there on the road is always something that's a little bit tough in this scenario with these two squads matching up. And we got to talk about Purdue and Florida State as well.
The Big Ten ACC Challenge, right? And that's what this is?
I guess.
Yeah,
no, it is. Yeah. I know it is. I'm just messing around, but
yeah. So you said Purdue, Florida State.
Yeah, because that's where Purdue is laying 11.5.
Mhm.
Yeah, Leonard and the crew coming in here, and this is a game where Florida State overs usually kind of bite me one or two times. I give them out in the season because I just think Leonard Hamilton and the crew can compete. But in this game, I just think there's that much of a talent gap. But is it really and truly 10 points in this season? John Butler, if you're playing tonight, it's going to be a long night when you're up there against Edie.
Bruh, listen, this Purdue team is legit. I think they are far and away the best team in the Big Ten. I think that Florida State's a bit on the downswing from last year. And that's no fault to Leonard Hamilton. Leonard Hamilton's put a lot of guys in the NBA the last 4 years.
The roster's still good. It's
It
just
is.
Purdue's is better this
It is.
time.
Right. Purdue is just stacked. I really like this Purdue team. 11.5 is a lot of points against a Florida State team just based on how they play defense. So I completely understand where you're coming from. They also play system basketball. They play disciplined system basketball at Florida State. So 11.5 is a lot. I don't know if your play is officially coming from this one.
No, it's not. I just want to talk about these two games. Rex didn't go big. I mean, the two games I played are decent size, but yeah, I didn't go the two big game huntings tonight for those two because sit back,
Michigan.
evaluate the teams because I think these are great barometer test games for each side.
Absolutely. I like Michigan in regards to that. I like Michigan, but the problem with Michigan, their guards have not performed well to start the season, and they're very dependent on their front court. In any tournament setting, it's going to come down to your guard play. You could have the best centers in the world. You could have the best power forward. You could have the best back to the basket players. You could have the best rebounders. If your guards are not caffeinated, you can't fucking win a tournament. And that's what it comes down to. Your guards have to perform. I don't trust Michigan's guards. I trust the guards from Purdue though, because they got about 5 of them that can hoop.
And that's the one thing that Florida State usually has against you is the depth. But Purdue, they can almost go toe for toe with you here, and especially Purdue at home. That's a different arena as well for home games here. So that's why I think you got the double digits. Someone said some FSU players might be out as well. I mean, I think they're just deep enough where, unless it's Polite, because he's one of the guys that can be their biggest ceiling players there, he would be the biggest one I'd be worried about.
Absolutely.
Final play of the night before you're going to see Steven Carlson coming up next live on Paid for Play. So make sure you be tuning in to see with him. And he has a special guest coming on today, so you won't have to deal with me. Steven and the guests are going to be rocking with it on
Make
Paid
sure
for
you guys
Play.
lock in with my boys from Paid for Play. They've been solid all season. College basketball season just warming up. So you want to get more content, more picks from Rex and the crew, be ready. It's coming very soon. Very, very soon.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
It's still sitting out there.
Are you that scared? Are you that scared to give it out?
No, we're late to the party. I hate being late to the party, but it's a number that the people all 100 plus can get right now, and I got to bet the same shit as them. We're laying the 2.5 on the road with IU against Syracuse. We're late to the party there. The zone ain't holding the boys from IU in it today. That's where your biggest game that I'm probably on tonight. We're back in the Hoosiers, 2.5 on the road. So with the 2.5 spread here, you can wait for live. Syracuse zone might give Indiana a 4-minute cold streak. It's going to happen at some point. 2.5 spreads. Both teams are going to be leading, but I got my full unit on the minus 2.5 for IU.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I thought Buddy Boeheim was a senior.
Bro, he's like a super. I told you, he's the next Perry Ellis.
It's like his 18th year in college, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, last season, everyone got the free pass, so.
Right, but Buddy looked like he's 35. Like, what the fuck? Like, he's like at least 40. Shit, I could not believe. I thought he graduated because I think I seen his dad. I think I seen them at like a Yankee game or like a Met game where they like threw out the first pitch, and I'm like, okay, look at Boeheim's son. You know, he's done college, and then I'm just like, oh, he's back. He's still there. Right? Didn't see
You
that.
mean he's going straight overseas if there's anywhere for his next part of his career, so he's just riding out as long as he can with that. Can't really complain him there. Play the game. That's all they did. More time. Maybe something happened.
Right.
Other than that, we got nothing else for all you guys.
Let me go. I gotta call you back, bro. I gotta call you back. I gotta get out.
Right.
I gotta go.
Daily Bread. Make sure you give us a like, a subscribe. We're out till tomorrow. Make sure to check in with Steven shortly on the airwaves.